I'm Jared Haynes, and this is Rogue Outdoors. Today I want to talk to you about the Stickman Stickbows Backcountry Bow Sling. I like having this set up over your chest like this and on your back. Then just got it right on the hip, and then the backcountry bow sling is by far the most ingenuitive bow sling I've seen on the market to date. And in this video, I'm going to show you why and all the different ways that you can use it. First, we're going to cover the price and specifications on this bow sling. Then we're going to go outside and I'm going to show you the different carry methods that it offers. And then we'll sum this video up. Now for the price, you're looking at $150, which when we dive into all the different ways you can carry this, and then as you'll see here in a second, the different specifications that it has, I think that's a pretty easily justifiable price. Now let's cover those specifications. So the backcountry bow sling covers the limb tips and partially up the bottom of your longbow limb, as well as protects the top limb tip. It has this elastic piece that runs all the way down the string, and it does have a clip right here so that you can protect the string as well when this is on your pack or rubbing against your body. It'll fit bows about 40 inches in length up to around 70 inches in length. It's all kind of the elastic dependent. So when you're getting down below that 40 inches, the elastic really is starting to not hold itself taut anymore, so it wouldn't protect the string as well. And then getting over that 70 inches, you're really putting a stretch on this thing. It can be used in 4 different carry methods, which we'll cover when we go out to the range, but just really quickly, it can hook to the pack if you're using a backpack. You can put this over your shoulder. You can put this over a backpack, and then you can also, if you're not wearing a pack, separate these 2 straps out and tighten this down over your chest, which again, we'll cover this once we go out to the range, and you'll make a little bit more sense as you see it. This comes in 3 different color variations. You've got the Ranger Green that you see right here, a multicam, and then a Coyote Brown. The backcountry bow sling is made from mil-spec materials, along with heavy-duty buckles that secure this whole thing together. And then it's made in Kalispell, Montana by Andy and his wife. Now let's head out to the range. I'm gonna show you this backcountry bow sling in action, and then we're gonna go ahead and sum this video up. We're out at the range, and I wanna cover the 4 different carry methods with you, as well as we're gonna do a quick how to use the bow sling itself. So to attach it to the bow, super simple. You're just gonna take the bottom limb tip, slip it into the basket, and then pull on the elastic in this top portion as high as you need, put it over the tip on top, and boom. This thing is locked in and not going anywhere. So really quick and easy to get to that first stage. Now there is one more optional piece. You can do this clip down here, but just keep in mind, it is a clip and it's a little noisy. So when it's on your pack, it's great to have that to make sure this can't slip off of your string and your string still gets rubbed. However, when you're getting ready to stock in on an animal, if you're gonna have this on, unclip that. Now the next thing that I wanted to talk about is gonna be, there's 2 pockets down here on the bottom basket, one on that front side and one on the back side right here. And these are perfect size to put a stringer in, extra tab, field points, some string wax, any little things that you might need to accompany the bow. Really cool that it's in this one nice form factor. So it gives you a little bit of storage and ability to bring accessories all in one. Now let's go ahead and dive into the 4 carry methods. Carry method number 1 is gonna be super simple. You literally just take this, put it over the shoulder, and you're good to go. So from here, I prefer to carry it this way with my hand, actually keeping a little bit of weight on here. Keeps it really stable, it gives you kind of a nice relaxed spot. You can still operate a binocular harness from here. No issues. If you have a pack on, you can still do this and just kind of rest against the hip belt. Unless you have a handgun on here, then that can kind of get caught up in it. So that's the only caveat. You can also real easily from this spot use trekking poles if you want to, and your hands are totally free to get full adjustment and movement. So from this option, right over the shoulder, you can very easily get to the grip, slip this over, and I'm gonna show you how quiet this is. You're ready to go. So obviously I'd throw an arrow on there and you'd shoot. So really quick and easy to get from this first position to a firing position. Carry method number 2 is actually in the same form factor where we put it over our shoulder like this, but now we've got a fully loaded pack, and I can just take this with the strap, loosened out like it is, and we're gonna throw this over the pack, and then I can tighten this strap down onto myself. So I get it about right there's where I like it. And now this is hooked over the bag, over the pack, and I can hike along with this. It's protecting against the string on the back of the bag, and I'm good to hike. I can get those trekking poles back out and climb. Now this one is a little more cumbersome to get it off, so it's definitely not a quick method, but we're gonna go right here, pull this, then slide on the bottom, and then what I like to do is just lift it from the bottom limb straight off. So still pretty quick, but not as quick obviously as with no pack on, because you got to make sure you get it off that side. So carry method number 2, taking it and just throwing it right over a full backpack. Carry method number 3 is going to be using these 2 inner straps. So this is one of my favorite carry methods. So take this, kind of put it down to the ground. We're going to pull this and cinch it nice and tight here on this back strap. So now the 2 are really close together. Then we're gonna take and separate this front strap. Give yourself however much room you need to get to your chest. Then you can just take this, slip it up and over your shoulder, and then tighten down using this one. Now the bow is locked in over your chest like this and on your back. This one I really like because it allows your hands to be free. You don't have to bring, if I got a little fanny pack and I'm just walking way in to get up to a tree stand that I've set up or whatever, this keeps it where it's out of my hands, bending over, it's not going anywhere. I really like this setup. And then to get it off, it's still pretty quick, because all you have to do is get to this top one and loosen it right here, slip that over your head, and then I can easily take this off. Now you do have to remember this now is tight, so to be able to take it off the bow, you just relax it a tiny bit, and now it's off your bow. You're able to pull an arrow out and get ready to shoot. So method number 3 I really like for walking into tree stands and stuff. Gets it on the back, super locked down, but still pretty quick to get off of being on your back. Now for the last carry method, you actually will be hooking the bow sling itself to the bag. So when doing this, you can clip off the top and midsection of the sling, and you won't be using that. You just slip it into the bottom bag so you don't get it lost. Then you're gonna take and disconnect this top hook that's up here, and you're gonna disconnect the bottom hook that's right here. Now as you can see on the back of the bow sling, there's 2 clips. These 2 will hook to your bag in whatever location you want, and I'll show once I get them hooked up where I decide to. And then they will clip into this. So this then would be locked onto the backpack. Basically, if the backpack is on my chest, they'd be locked in right here. And then this portion will just go onto the top limb, and then you just strap using one of your backpack straps, or there is a provided Velcro strap in here, the top limb to the bag. So let me go and throw this on to the bag, and then I'll show you exactly how it's clipped on. So I've got the sling hooked to the backpack now. You can see I just hooked the 2 parts right there and then click it to this bottom section, the bottom boot, and it's ready to be thrown on with the bow. So reach over here, go ahead and grab the bow. You're gonna go ahead and take the bow, just slip it down in that boot again, and put your top limb cover on, or top tip cover. Then we can slip this under the arrows, is the way I prefer to do it, and then over the string. Tighten that down however tight you want it, and then you have the optional snap right there. But then once this is in here, it's good to go. It's on nice and tight. So I like having this set up where the bow is just in the back. You don't have to worry about, it wiggling around at all. This is still pretty quick to get to. So if I loosen this right here, bring the bag off. You do have to take the pack off to get to it, but all you'd have to do is get that snap right there, pull that off, and then I'm ready to access the bow. So extremely quick. Those are all 4 methods. You've got the side, over the back, over a strap, and then you've also with the strap across your chest, and then you've got on the back of the pack. Well, let's go ahead and sum this video up. The backcountry bow sling, I think, offers a lot of ingenuity and different ways that you can pack this. I like that it has the 2 little pockets down here, something that allows you to be able to carry those little essential pieces of gear, but it doesn't give you too much space to where you end up overpacking junk. It protects some of the most important and vulnerable parts of the bow. It allows you those 4 different carry methods. So like I said, for 150 bucks, I think this is built super well. It's not gonna be something that wears out. So this will go bow to bow to bow, year to year to year. It's kind of a one-time investment and it's good to go. So I definitely think you should give it a try. Go ahead and look them up on stickmanstickbows.com and leave a comment, tell me what you think. If you're enjoying this traditional archery content, please like and subscribe to the channel for more content like this coming out soon. Thank you for watching.